What's up, Postal268 here on How to Be Broke, and today we're going to be doing another free game review. Now, I know in the last one I promised Star Conflict, but that game has changed drastically since the last time I played it, so I can't really give it a proper review until I have played it in the current settings. But today I'm going to be reviewing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which is something I am currently playing. If you are familiar with the card game Yu-Gi-Oh! It is very similar. It uses the same cards that you would have in real life, except a much more limited selection and almost completely different rule set, especially with the current Yu-Gi-Oh! Using Link Summoning, which this does not use Link Summoning or XYZ. Though it does use Synchros, a new thing. Currently it has the original Yu-Gi-Oh! World, as they call it DM, Duel monsters. This is just you have several different areas that you can slide through. As you see, little NPCs will spawn. I'll show you my current, or not my current deck, but the deck that's equipped to this guy right now. You see is Ghost Tricks. When you first start the game, it is a little bit tedious. It is a little bit slow. I will say that. It doesn't get into the real good action for a little while. So if you tried it and you thought it wasn't, all that, I suggest give it a second try and just grind through that first part. The further you get, the more of these little NPC people that will spawn, and of course they give you experience and things like that to level up your characters. The way this works is that there's two sets of levels essentially. You have your stage level, which is the level of this world, which will give you set missions to accomplish to rank that up. For each time you level that up, obviously you get rewards, unlock new characters and things like that. Then each individual character has their own level and their own set of rewards for progressing that character. And of course, the only way to progress the character is by playing as that character. But as you can see, there is no shortage of characters in the first world, and I don't think I've unlocked everything. I was out of the game for a couple months. They have your standard characters that you can unlock through just basic playing the game, but they also have event exclusive characters. And what that means is that during certain times they'll have certain events, and during the event is the only time you can unlock that character. So it is one of those games that kind of requires you to play all the time, which is a little annoying. But it's mainly a phone game, so that's almost how all of them work. If you notice this right now, I'm on the Steam version on the computer, so I have these little side areas. If you're new, you don't know how to play, they do have this Duel Trials, and what this will do is give you little quizzes and things with rewards, of course. It has the tutorial, but this helps teach people who've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! How to play. Unlike a traditional trading card game, this is more like Hearthstone in the fact of, in order to obtain cards, you have no way of trading with people. You have to just earn the cards by dueling people or buy them with the gems. See up here at the top right. They are pretty generous in the beginning with gems, and you can continue to unlock gems through character rank up and things. But if you're not specializing what you're buying, you will not have enough gems. The main way to get gems, obviously, is to spend real money. That's the microtransaction side of it. And as you can see, these are all different sets that you can buy cards from. Most of them, it's about 50 gems a pack. You get 3 cards. This is the current one. They just released Synchro Summoning. If you're unaware of what that is, I suggest just hop in the game and find out. It's just another dueling mechanic, or another game mechanic to the trading card game part. But, yep. The way that they'll work this is they'll release a new set that has new cards that supposedly change the meta, and they entice you to go and buy a whole bunch of cards in the new set. Once they think they've exhausted most of your money, they'll release another set. So it does try to extract money out of you. So if you play it smart, though, it is a free game. I've only spent $3 or $4 on it myself, just out of courtesy for the fact I've played the game for a year and a half, and I was like, well, I'll give them a few dollars just for some extra stuff in the game, cosmetic things and such, but unnecessary. Now, currently they have 3 worlds. As you see, this is the original Yu-Gi-Oh world, as I said, Duel Monsters. Then they have the Yu-Gi-Oh GX series, which is basically just a reskinned same thing, but it gives you an entire new list of characters to choose from. A little bit smaller than the DM, but I don't have all of the GX characters. And I also don't have all the 5Ds. They just added the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D series, which is where the synchro summoning comes in. And again, it's a reskin of the same world. But that's fine since, it's not really a free roam world anyways. Let's see. And of course, another set of characters, but it's a new world, so not a whole lot of characters just yet, and I haven't unlocked them all. Then here you have a dueling gate where you can go and challenge, like say each individual character of the game has cards associated with them from the TV show. You can go and duel against them to try to unlock the cards, have better odds of getting better cards at higher levels. They have these various tons of different keys that you can collect to pay for the duels. But it might seem overwhelming at first, but eventually, as you can see here, you'll gain so much of all of the crap in the game that you won't even really pay attention to it anymore. It's almost... I have 95,000 gate keys, and it takes me 100 to do. So I think I'm good for a while. And even the gold that you can use, if you go over here, they've got a little guy called the Card Trader. Stock will change every 8 hours. You can buy cards from him. He has a few you can buy with just gold. Well, it used to, but it takes gold and a combination of other things. It's difficult in the beginning to start accumulating stuff, but it does quickly snowball as you go along. Now, very important, if you do get into the game, you do start playing, the most essential thing you need to know is that do the data transfer down here. You can access it from the main menu before you log in. Click the data transfer. Transfer with Konami ID. I've tried before. I had to... My wife's account was on with the Google transfer. It didn't work. And as you noticed, I think they've removed it. It might just be only... Or it's only an option on the phone, but it... Just ignore all options and do your transfer data with Konami ID. They do a horrible job at explaining the point of this. They make it sound like it's to transfer to another device, but that is to literally have the ability to save it in the cloud, if that makes sense. Say that your phone breaks, or you uninstall the app, and you have to get a new phone or reinstall the app. And for any reason, you will lose all of your data. You will lose your save files, your cards, everything, and they will do nothing to help you, because they'll be like, well, you should have done data transfer. I don't know why this isn't something that is immediately done and just linked up with your Steam account or linked up with your Google Play account or whatever they choose. But first thing, even if you don't know if you're going to like the game, just immediately after you've opened the game and gone through the tutorial, close the game and make it go up, do this, transfer data with Konami ID, make a Konami account, and link your crap, because you will lose everything. There are so many people, including myself, that have lost everything because of this feature. It's just, it's like Subway Surfers. You uninstall the game, you lose everything. I hate when games work like that. But in this day and age, even, a lot of games still do. But we'll go ahead and hop into how this compares to regular Yu-Gi-Oh. See, I'll just actually I'll have it auto duel for me. That's a nice feature. They have a bunch of NPCs that spawn at like 30 minutes apart piece. They're a good way to just farm experience and the gate keys and things. You can go for 1 to 3 at a time. It just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to get through them, you just do them 3 at a time. Or you can do them 1 at a time if you're trying to accomplish some kind of thing. And it is nice that they give you this auto duel function, since who would want to sit there all the time and duel an AI? It's not fun. I wish they would add that feature to the gate, but as you can see, like normal Yu-Gi-Oh, you would have 5 cards in the front, 5 cards in the back. They've shortened it to 3. And that's really the largest difference outside of the fact that they have not, let's see, drop the volume. Alright, they have not adopted the link summoning rule set just yet. As you can see, also they don't have the pendulum zone, so I'm not really sure how the game is going to continue from there. It seems like every year they release another arc. The first year we had Duel Monsters, and at the beginning of this year they added GX, and now we're getting closer to the end of the year. They've added 5D, so it's moving a little bit faster, but again, I'm not really sure how they're going to incorporate link summoning and pendulums when we get there, but it's a little ways off. And as you see, that's pretty quick and easy. They have PvP as well. You can have ranked, you have casual, you can duel friends, you can make a room. I do enjoy the latter, although it is a little bit tedious. In order to rank up, you have to get 3 wins in a row. If you get any kind of losses while you're trying to get those 3 wins in a row, then it restarts you. And I think there are little things here and there to balance it out. Like, once you get up to the rank I Am Legend, you have to win 5 times in a row without losing. But I noticed I won 4 times in a row, lost, and then won 2 more times, and it ranked me up to Legend 2. But still, 3 losses in a row will rank you down, so it'll definitely take a while. Let's see here. You have duel replays. If you liked a duel that you did, you can save a replay of it. Look at it later, but you can only save a maximum of 5 of those. Not really sure. Whatever. You can basically ignore this down here and this other things. They're just events right now. Duelathon event is something that, I mean, it happens pretty often. It just gives you extra rewards for coming in daily and dueling. They have all kinds of these daily rewards. They really try to encourage you to play every single day. Oh, also, of course, the stage levels are, you have a completely different set of level for each world. So it can seem pretty overwhelming in the beginning. Every single character has their own level. Every single world has its own level. Everything has their own level, but thankfully, the benefit of that is the fact that you can accumulate so many rewards that way. You can customize your mats and your card sleeves and things. There's a place you can upload your deck list and look at other people's deck lists and all kinds of little small features like that. But overall, I think this is a lot better than the other Yu-Gi-Oh game they released, Yu-Gi-Oh! Generations, as it was. Mainly for the fact, I did like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Generations was the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. But this one, I like how quick the duels are. You know, I mean, it's not too encumbersome, the fact that you have only 3 cards in the front and the back. Oh, I did forget to mention the deck size is also very different from normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Normal Yu-Gi-Oh! You can have between 40 and 60 cards. Here you can only have between 20 and 30. And your extra deck, instead of being 15 cards, is only 5. Very big thing I forgot to mention there. The card selection is obviously much smaller than real life Yu-Gi-Oh! But as you can see here with my personal inventory, it is still quite sizable. These are just the ultra rares and secret rares so far. Here, let me see if I can use a scroll wheel. Yeah, there's a ton of cards in the game though, so you will not have a shortage of ideas of things to do. Alright, well, that is everything I can think about. If I missed something, leave a comment below, tell me. If this helped you, leave a comment below and tell me. And be sure, as I've stated in almost all of my videos so far, I am a new channel. I'm looking for subscribers. Don't have a lot. I think right now I have 5. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and I try to get a new video out every week. I haven't failed yet, but material is getting a little thin, especially with me just being so busy with work and things. But I will continue to try to make content, so if you can, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next week. Thank you for watching.